and swing.
About Max Castillo, that's Casey Candel, who's now up here as the bench coach so far this season.
And true to form, a fastball down the middle.
One out. He was using his fastball against Seattle, and the thing about it, ability to paint on the inside part of the plate or the outside part of the plate, that might be the easiest play.
With the young shortstop for the Royals, told there was nothing wrong with him. It was just get him off his feet for a couple of innings. So Mike Matheny had kind of said, hey, look at the scan. Remember, he committed an error and the ball hit him on the thumb, it looked like, of his right hand.
Here is the third baseman. I think they were going to ease him into the big leagues at third base. He's been hurt again. And they move Bobby Witt back to his natural position, which is shortstop. And every one of them said, yes, this is their shortstop. This
elevated fastballs fouled off. It remains 1-2. Doing a really nice job lately. A 2.57 ERA over their last 9 games. One of them earned through 4 1/3. There's the slider, and he bounced it in.
Slider, it's coming along. It's not where he wants to be. He's changed his grip a little.
That's the changeup right there. 87. Most of them are 88, 89. It almost looks like he's just taken a little bit off his fastball. But
in his first outing, and it cost him.
Fly ball makes the catch, 2 down.
No excuse, right? Today, full of sun out of that ball. That is what they are looking up into. That ball can disappear quickly.
Schneider, do you have information on the guys who haven't been in the majors that long? And he's actually been up a couple of weeks, but Pasquantino. So remember, we talked a couple of days ago when we asked John outfielders, and he hits it on the ground. So sometimes it works out.
Ball outs in yesterday's ball game. They measured all of the. He likes to hit line drives. Yesterday, he just got the ball in the air a lot.
Fielder, who was the leadoff hitter the first couple of games, he's hitting in the cleanup spot. And solid number. 2-0. Would like, but the walk rate has come down since he has come to the majors. 3-0, of course. And we were talking to Casey Candel. He works quickly, too. So he's still in pitch clock mode, and that's probably why he's working quickly.
That's exactly right. He has to be aggressive. That is when he has been at his best. Coming out of the bullpen, fastball. Let me see what you can do with it.
And a couple of guys have put it over the fence, right? Middle fastball. There it is again. Chopped foul, 3-2.
Well, change up to throw it 3-2. Does he have confidence in his slider? 3-2. He's thrown.
Pasquantino will be off and running. There he goes, and the 3-2. He got him with that changeup. First here at the Rogers Center. Dozen home runs. The OPS over 800. Had a double and a homer. So still waiting for everybody to click at the same time. We'll see if that's
last start.
First pitch swinging. George Springer, ground ball in the hole at short.
How about him taking his time on that play? Afternoon game, plant, set, and throw with a lot of hair on that ball across power. His arm. What else is there? Fielding ability? I mean, he has.
So one down here in the bottom of the first for Vladimir. 262 and 20 home runs. Overall. And punches one through the right side for a base hit.
That's always swing on that fastball. Lynch has a nice fastball at 95 miles an hour. He's not one of those left.
Alejandro Kirk.
Nice fastball. I'm glad he starts his afternoon off on a nice way.
Had an RBI single as he takes off the outside corner for ball 1. And in there, 1-1.
48, 3 out of the 4 games, so maybe that offense is starting to kick in.
On the season, the Blue Jays are second in the major leagues. The gap a little bit. This is out of play, 1-2. Some of it is at various points, and if there's some regression to the mean there, and that balances out, then the runs then take a step forward. It's starting to feel like they might be on the verge of really clicking.
Yeah, they're in against anybody.
Blocked by the catcher Fermin. It's 2. Prado, one down here in the bottom of the first inning. And staying alive is Kirk. Games this entire homestand, catch a day, DH a day, catch a day, DH a day, but just off the corner.
The 396 on base percentage, and that one is just off the plate.
Vladdy not going, and a check swing. They appeal, but he went around.
28 times striking out and almost 300 at bats coming into this club by holding it there. But he is going to be called out on a swing.
Back on June the 6th. And now 0-2. Couple of fastball.
He's got a good fastball. At 95, we've seen some 96s here also. He'll throw a changeup. Had to pitch around a lot.
Numbers for Bichette recently. Up to 260, 14. For sure. Fouled off. Remember, we told you a couple days ago, Bichette
again.
Yeah. He'll battle.
Teams have pitched here, but still, here he is. He comes into this game with a 260 batting average and 49.
Goes Vladdy. And Bose popped it up, shallow right field. The second baseman. Nice play made by Michael Massey as he had to reverse course, but got there into.
Told me this shows nothing is impossible. You can accomplish the goals you want.
Who has had to work hard for everything he's gotten. This is not a guy who, showed up at the major leagues. You go back to the video. Let's back up to the video for a second. So John Schneider, guys, quick meeting, 2-minute meeting, nothing serious, and none of them knew what was going on. The coaches knew, but none of the players. You could see Espinal was surprised. He had no idea what was coming. Schneider
said he told to get ready for a meeting.
Yeah. And then it turns out to be about him, and you could see the reaction. There's a ball sent to right center field into the shade. Was 23 years old and in high A ball in the Red Sox system. He came up with kind of he's a nice utility guy. Like that was, he had that acknowledged and rewarded for the kind of first half that he's had. Is just, but everybody in Canada knows how good he's been this year.
23 in an A ball, that's normally usually for the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. But the Blue Jays saw something to mind that has made him the type of player that he is. Ability, his smarts. There's another ball lifted to right field for out number 2. And player he is, he made himself into an everyday player. And that is a hard.
Down in Dunedin this year by the Blue Jays. And when John Schneider, he said 3 things: numbers, defense, consistency. And that, but Espinal has been among the most consistent players on the team. He's been a rock defensively, and he looks like himself again.
That's where the consistency comes from. And consistency in the person who shows up at the ballpark every.
A fly ball toward the right field corner. Hernandez retired. Teoscar making all 3 putouts in the top. And Santiago.